that's one that is out there, and they really want to move forward with something on this. And I think it's good overall too for the city to have something like this in place.
So there is no policy as of right now. This is a brand new policy.
Yep, brand new policy.
So then do we need to move to accept these changes to this policy?
Right, and then a recommendation on the policy to City Council.
I recommend to move it forward through the City Council.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Bricker?
Yes.
Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Mr. Dalton?
Yes.
Ms. McWinney?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Vice Chairwoman Heminger?
Yes. An update of the YMCA Recreation Services and events. And
They weren't able to make it tonight, but I think you have the report in there. The youth programs are getting off the ground quickly right now. With the Y, they're still getting a few the baseball teams assembled, and a lot of that is going to be underway really quick. By the next time we meet, they'll be in swing for the season, I think. So nothing really new. We just had the Easter egg hunt last weekend, extremely packed, great turnout. And, you know, I know we've talked in the past about the city having a little bit more of a presence there. And, you know, that's something we still are kind of struggling with. And if especially some of the new board members, any new ideas, love to hear. One of the things we're looking at doing is maybe possibly, like at the Easter egg hunt, you know, having a banner out there from the city of Delaware. The Y did mention, you know, they mentioned, like when they introduced the fields, they would mention this is a City of Delaware event, and you know, in coordination with the YMCA. The other thing is we've kind of been advertising the events that the city of and I can get this to some of the new board members. Some of the events, the recreation programming that the city does through the Y, those events are still in place, and the Easter egg hunt is one of those events. So, and the other thing is we've also had some of our board members start attending some of these events. I know the father-daughter dance was attended by Allison, and yeah, we've had a really good presence at these dances. So those are really popular, and so if we can get board members to some of these recreational programs, I think that'll be a good thing too. Our goal was to get one board member to each event this year, and I don't have that list in front of me again, but I'll send that out in the next packet again, just as a reminder.
In 2 weeks, we're doing the Healthy Kids Day.
Yep.
Allison and I are gonna
Kids
do
Day.
that. Yeah.
Yep. And Shade Tree Commission will be there, and we're going to be planting a tree, so we'll have a really good presence at that event also.
And I think, Bob, you helped with the Mother-Son Superhero Party
Correct.
too.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Unless there's any questions on the why, we can relay some of those questions since they're not here, but if you have any other question, we'll try to answer them.
I have a question, but I'll talk to Jeremy offline.
Okay.
Okay, update of parks activities.
Nothing to add to the report. And soccer is well. I think their first games were tonight, weren't they?
I believe so.
I think they started games tonight. So Mingo's been full. The pool is planned to open next month still. We're opening on a Saturday.
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend. We plan to open the splash pad the same day. Mowing has started. Our crews have really started kicking in. Our seasonal staff is starting to pick up now, just a lot of things going. I think before next time we meet, I don't know if you've noticed the hangers on all the poles. There'll be the hanging baskets will be going in the second week of May, I believe, right before Mother's Day. So those will be going up. I think that's going to be, there's 90 baskets going up around the downtown area. So I think you're going to see a big, and these things will get huge. They're going to cascade almost, down to the ground. So there'll be an impact downtown.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think the pots downtown have been replaced. We work with Oakland Nursery on those. They come out and supply all the materials. We kind of assist in them, changing them out. So these will probably be in place for another month, and then they'll change them out again.
How often do they get watered?
They're going to get watered about every other day with the pots or the hanging baskets when they're down too. So we're going to kind of hit everything. It takes a little bit of water. Before the pots we previously used, they needed watered every day. These new ones have like a reservoir in them, so we can get probably 2 days out of them. If it's not super hot, we can probably get 3 days. So it's kind of a new thing that a lot of cities use now. Yeah, Westerville, same pots that were in Westerville because Acorn supplies them.
Okay, so any staff comments? Member comments?
I just have a question on Smith Park. That's more of a personal thing because I play softball out there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you scaled back on treatment of the grass at all? Because man, there are a ton of dandelions out there. I can't play softball without downing a few Benadryl before I go out.
Consequently, there's also a lot of bees.
Yeah. No, not that I know of. I'll ask about that, but yeah, I don't think we scaled back at all on the treatment out there. And
It is full of dandelions.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole park is really, but
now the one thing I will say is a lot of times we need rain or moisture in the grass for that to kind of grasp onto the blades, and we haven't had a really good weather for that lately. It's been dry. It's starting to dry out right now. So I'll check on that and see where we're at with that.
Well, they've really popped in the last week.
yeah, we went out and practiced on Saturday. It just was miserable.
I would say that it probably got progressively worse last year and is starting worse this year, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great last year either.
Right.
Um,
But I agree, a lot of that is just weather dependent. I mean, sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't.
Are there any other questions or comments, members? Anything else?
Is there any way that while they're doing the dandelions on the Smith Park, they can also check for bees' nests, wasp nests, and those outfield fences and those yellow, what you call foul line toppers, whatever you want to call them?
Yeah.
Reason being that one of my softball players last year, thank goodness he had an EpiPen. He's allergic to, and he got it out there, and
Yep. Yeah, we do regularly check those, but I don't know if they have that on their list, so I'll have that, make sure they have that on their list.
thank you.
And I've also noticed some bees around the tennis poles
Okay.
on the courts. They're kind of out of lingo too. The bees like to be inside those poles on the sides of the nets.
'tis the season.
I
Yeah.
know.
Well, we had a mild winter too.
Yeah.
Yes,
It'll be a very buggy summer.
things to look forward to.
Any other comments? It's 7:20. Meeting is adjourned.